I was confused, and today we're doing episode 32 of F1 Fan vs. World with me, F1 Fan, and today we're heading off to Daytona International Speedway with a four-man room with Surf Lad and Ken Gladiator and Hakan. Or Hanak, it's Hanak anyway, but still. So, heading down into the first corner. We can see if we make a move at the inside of the Ferrari F430. F450. I don't know what it's called. Can't remember. Yeah. So the 458 Italia. That's it. So me, Surf, and I have both made a move up the inside. I've managed to come across the track. I've spun it. I've hit them all. I bounced up in the air for like 4 miles, and there we go. So that went well. Meanwhile, up front. So yeah. That went well then. How many laps did we have? We had 6 laps around here. So, the 458 Italia, the blue 458. We'll see if we move up on the outside, but no, he spun it, as does the other 458. So, the Surf and I just whiz through, and I take 2nd place, the Surf takes 1st, and the other 2 take 3rd and 4th. As we head down into this 2nd corner. There's only 2, but still, I bounced off the wall a bit there, so that went well. The Surf gets a bit of a slide going. It's not too bad though, because he held it. I'm looking to make a move up the inside. There we go. Made the move up the inside, come around this final minor bend. The red 458 is made the move on the Surf. He tries to make a move up the inside of me, but I hold it quite nicely there, and I bounce off the wall on the exit, so that's not too good. They come onto the straight, the red 458 is right behind me. The Surf's getting taken by the blue 458 as we come around the final corner of the lap. I go into the wall. There's been a bit of a collision behind as the Surf and the other 458 have taken each other out. So it looks like it could be a battle for first, just between us two, as we come around onto the finals. This isn't the final stretch, but still, come around into the first corner. I get it a bit wrong there, bounce off the wall slightly, see if I get a good exit, but probably can't, as we come on to the final corner of the lap. On lap 4 out of 6. Looking to see if I can make a move up the inside. I can't. I bounce off the wall. Seems to be pattern emerging here. Just look for moving and bounce off the wall as we fly around the corner. I'm right in his slipstream now. Well, I'm not riding it, but I can use it now. Coming on to the 5th lap, the penultimate lap. So we come through the penultimate corner of the penultimate lap. It's also the first corner, but that's not the point. Harak gets it a bit wrong, bounces off the wall, flies up into the air, and I take the lead as we come down towards the final corner of this penultimate lap. So where is everyone else? Everyone else is behind, so let's go and have a look on board with the Surf. So you come through this corner. It looks like the red 458 is going to see if he can make an attack on the Surf. It doesn't seem like he's got the speed this lap though. I don't know why, but he just doesn't seem to. Looking to see if he can make a move up the inside of us too, but now the Surf's blocked the inside, so the red 458 just has to back out of that. Come onto the final straight, back straight in fact. Can jump on board with the 458. As he makes a dive up the inside, bit of a rash dive, and lag ensues. We both avoid it. Then, as we head down to the finish line, they just take the lead. That was pretty close. It didn't look it, but yeah, actually it wasn't. It was only 1.69 tenths of a second, so that was rubbish. So yeah, that was actually quite a good race for Noble race. Next race is the capering. There we go. I just remembered that. Oh, capering. Um, Four-man room still. I accidentally jumped on board with him, but it's fine now. So we're gonna see if we can make a good launch. We get a good launch and then run straight to the back of the Mercedes. So that wasn't too great as we head down into the first corner. The surf gets a bit wrong out wide there. I look to see if I can make a dive at the inside of the Subaru, but I can't. So, well, I can, but then I run a bit wide. And then coming down through this corner, looking to see if I can make a move around the outside. I can't. As the Subaru has actually caught up to the surf quite significantly. Let's see if I can make a move down the inside. Now I hit the grass a bit and fly off the track. Yeah, that wasn't too great. This race was a little bit scrappy, so that wasn't too good. So the circuit's a bit wrong. I don't know how I managed to, but I did avoid him there. Did on my screen anyway. Did about his screen. But on my screen I avoided him, so that was fine. As we fly through the long right hander there, the surf made a brilliant move around the outside of the Subaru, and then probably gets binned. I follow him into the wall, and then I spin out myself. So that wasn't too great. The Mercedes was gonna slow down and let me through, but I well, he wasn't gonna let me through, but he was gonna slow down so he didn't get hit. What's the point? So that's good. He's number 12 as well, actually, which is kind of funny because I've got the surf who's also number 12 in this room. So heading down through this corner, I've made a move on the Mercedes around the outside. Well, actually it's up the inside, but still. The Subaru binned it in the wall on the inside there, which you probably couldn't see as he come through the hairpin. I'm looking to see if I can make a move on the surf as we fly through this corner from the inside. Seeing if I can make an overtake, but I can't. So that's a shame. I was hoping I could, because I know I had a faster accelerated car anyway, but apparently I couldn't, so that's fine. Heading through the long left-hander, the circuit's a bit wrong on the exit. I just carry it through these fast few corners, over the crest of the hill there, which is really annoying, even in a fast car. I get it a bit wrong there, surf hits me a bit, but no harm was done. I was gonna let him through anyway, but then he just took me out to dinner. The Subaru comes through, plants it into the wall, and then Mercedes takes the lead after that calamitous last corner. We come on to the final lap. The Mercedes gets taken by both of us. I do kind of break into his racing line, which I do apologise about. That was a bit rash. I didn't realise he was quite that close. I was trying to just go on the outside of the surf, and then he was there. So yeah, that was a bit mean of me, but oh well, no harm was done. Not really. I get it a bit wrong at coming through that corner up to this one again. Then I probably dive on the inside. Luckily, I mean I didn't even look, but luckily there was enough space there, so there was no one else coming. So I just somehow managed to avoid everyone by a brief second. I think a good run out of the hairpin and take the Mercedes, and then seeing if I can take the Subaru too. I'm not sure if I can though, because it's a bit too far forward. Almost get that corner right, almost. Then I really don't. Jump on board with the Subaru now, as the surf gets a bit of a slider coming out of there. There's a bit of a slider going into there as well. Then gets even more of a slider coming out of there and heads onto the grass. Subaru tries to correct himself and bins it. So we're going to jump on board with me now. Heading through onto the final section of the final lap. I get on two wheels there quite nicely. Hold it for the corner though, so nothing came of it. Get a good run through that corner and run out the back side of the Mercedes now. See if I can get a good run out of this corner. I'm gonna see if I can make a move around the outside of the fast corner. But it gets a bit on the curve on the inside and then bins me in the wall. So I couldn't make an overtake on the surf again. Probably could have that lap. I couldn't. And then the surf gets a bit of a slide, lags out a bit, then pings me up into the air. Yeah, somehow physics decided that was how physics works, it's not. He just pinged me up like 5 miles in the air. So I was just going around the corner nicely, and then suddenly I saw orange, and then suddenly I saw the sky as Leclerc gets taken out in the background, leaving his result redundant to the rest of the race. As you come through the final few corners, I'm looking to see if I can make a move. The Subaru's up the inside. I didn't realise he was up the inside. I gave him the squeeze, but Parrot ran the outside. Parrot ran the outside of the Mercedes and take the win. I took the win by a hell of a long way too. It was like 0.7 seconds, 0.8 seconds. And that's how powerful this thing is. It's insane. So, the last race of today, which is the third race as well, this is a short video, it is going to Midfield Raceway in reverse. Yeah. So, going to Midfield Raceway, I'm in my Ferrari 430 Scuderia, which is quite nice actually. I've never used it before in reverse of the world, but thought I might as well. So we're getting off the line quite nicely. I have the slowest accelerating car by a mile there, which is unusual, usually I'm the fastest. Anyway, Leclerc and the guy up front take the lead, and then the guy up front messes it up in his Audi, so not too good. Fly through this corner. At this stage I'm thinking I might have got the wrong car, as it's not very acceleratory and it's a bit slidey, but it's not actually too bad, so it's fine. As you fly through this corner, the Audi gets a bit wrong on the outside. I make a dive up the inside, take second place quite nicely and easily, and everything really coming up to the chicane. Make it a bit of a slide through there, perfectly cut, and then take it through that one even more perfectly. The sub gets it very unperfect. Unperfect's a word now. As does the Audi, as he gets a bit of a slide on. As you come around the final corner, get a bit of a slide going, but nothing of significance. So you come on to the second, the second lap in a second actually. That is not second. There we go. That's on to the second lap. So Leclerc does whiz past up there. I made him cut back and see if I can make a move around the outside. I can make a move around the outside. It looks like I clipped his front end a bit, but I didn't, I don't think. That's all good. Almost take his rear end out there as I get a bit of a slide coming out of the slow corner. I did that all the time because it just doesn't accelerate without spinning its wheels up, so that's annoying. The Audi gets it very sideways through there, runs it onto the dirt, and I take second place once again. I don't know where Leclerc's gone. There he is, in his bright orange beam. He come through onto the chicane part of the track. I take it nicely. Like I made up so much time on him through here that I could have got to the inside, but yeah, the faster accelerating car, so couldn't quite. So you come through there onto the final straight. I'm in his slipstream, but I'm not gaining on him at all. He's just powering away, which is very annoying. As you come through onto here, I try to see if I can make a dive up the inside or something of that nature. But I can't, and I spin it around, and I'm kind of a bit far back to win now. I'm going to see if I can take the Audi though at some stage, as he gets it a bit wrong coming through that corner. Heading down towards the first of the hairpin. Now shoots the second hairpin in the lap. I do accidentally spin him out, and then I managed to spin myself out from it. I don't know how I spun myself out from it, but I did wait for him, so that was all good. And he waited for me a bit as well, so that's fine. As we come through the tunnel section, I then sideswipe him a bit, and then he waits for me a bit too much, really, I'd say. And then I've kind of taken second place quite a bit, and then power through the chicane. Just get a nice slide going there. Just come through onto the penultimate corner. A nice sidewaysness there. Then I get the last corner very nicely, and coming across the line in a minute. And across the line. There we go. So yeah, that was quite an interesting race. This track's quite good in reverse. and forwards actually. I do like it both ways, really. And this car's quite nice as well. It's a bit slow, but you kind of win them all, can you? So, yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. So, yeah, thank you for watching, and goodbye.